Hello. Okay. Just setting things up here a little better. Do I even have a filter on? Because I'll tell you right now, it does not look like I have a filter on. Maybe it's the light. Anyways. I wanted to come on and share something really cool, how you yourself and how others can test for things that they're sensitive to or things that are not good for your body. It's kind of like muscle testing, and you can use muscle testing, yes, but I am using my pendulum. So the last, why does it look like part of my face, or it could be the screen? I'm just going to go on. For the last couple weeks, I have had some major issues with my skin. Major issues with my skin. Right now, I don't know if you can see it. It's hard to see here. Hard to see. I have a bad rash on my wrists. And I have bad and a rash on my neck, which is hard to see but it's really red, itchy, and sore. And 2 weeks ago, how it started was my eyes got so, I woke up in the middle of the night and my eyes were almost closed and they were pure red. Terrible. And this has never happened to me before. I mean, I am sensitive to certain foods, but I eat pretty clean and, over the years, right? But oh my God. So all of a sudden I had that really bad flare up. And then that kind of faded away. My skin got a little blotchy, lots of little bumps on my skin, on my face. And it was pretty sore and irritated, but then that went away. And then guess what? Then I ended up with a bad rash. All of a sudden started forming on my wrists and my neck, which was extremely painful and itchy, like needles, like so. It's just been not good, and I haven't been feeling my best or looking my best, that's for sure. Now I went to a naturopath, and she helped me, but seriously, I didn't want to go to a regular doctor because all they would give me was cortisol cream or something. But actually, I probably should have went to an allergist, right? Anyways, long story short. So I have been testing with my pendulum what foods I can eat right now that are not bothering me. What foods will not affect my rash. What I was noticing was my rash would be okay. And then when I ate, it would get so inflamed and so sore. And I'm like, what the heck? I kept looking it up and it kept saying food sensitivities. And I'm like, how did that many food sensitivities happen to me overnight? Like seriously, right? Which we know it isn't, but I mean, bang, all of a sudden. So I took up my pendulum yesterday or this morning, and I started testing foods, and I'm going to show you how to do it. So if you've never used a pendulum before, you can also use your fingers, food testing, like muscle testing. And you can look up Google ways to muscle test, and you can find one that works for you. But I have been using a pendulum for years and years and years. When you get a pendulum, you clear it. There's ways to clear it and clean it. And then you ask it a question and you find out which is your yes and which is your no. So the best way to do is, my name is Diana Marchand. My name is Diana. So that's a truth. So it's going to swing that way. Then when I say, my name is Bob, my name is Bob, my name is Bob, which is not true. See, it goes in the opposite direction. So now I know my yes and my no. And when it comes to, sometimes it says I don't know, or it doesn't have an answer. For me, it'll swing back and forth like that, or back and forth this way. And that basically means not enough information, or I don't know the answer. So this is kind of connecting to your energetic field, to you, your inner knowing. We all have inner knowing, all of us. So you know the answers to what's holding you back, the preservatives that you can't have, the types of foods that are irritating your body. You have all those answers. So I'll just show you how this works. Now I've had tempeh a lot, but all of a sudden the other day, couldn't eat tempeh. My rash flared up so bad, out of the blue again. So I thought, was it really the tempeh? So here's my tempeh that I baked. It's in his bowl, watch. And what I asked was, will tempeh irritate my rash? Will tempeh irritate? And it goes to my yes swing right away. That's my yes. So then I'm like, darn, I can't have my tempeh. I tested an egg. Tested it would irritate my rash. I tested peanut butter. Totally fine. Believe it or not. I'm fine with celery and peanut butter. I tested that this morning, so that's what I was eating. So then I went to the farmer's market and I bought some greens, not knowing if they would irritate me. So I brought them home. Here's some microgreens. So again, I go, will microgreens irritate my rash? Will microgreens irritate my rash? And there it goes. It's going in my no position. So I know I can, and I tried this, eating the foods that it said no, and they didn't bother me, right? And then I'll show you, this is just a bag of fresh salad greens. And then this is my quinoa. So I had cooked up some, I always have, this is red quinoa. I have it in the fridge for my salads and stuff. And I was like, oh God, quinoa, how's that? So here, I'll show you. It's like, will quinoa, so I put it usually at my heart and the bowl or whatever right below it. And I asked, will quinoa aggravate my rash? It's going in my no position. And so I was having salads every day all the time. Love them. But when I had a salad with this rash thing, it got me so inflamed. And I was like, what the hell's wrong with this? Greens are good. It's the apple cider vinegar. For some reason, it's bothering me now. So will apple cider vinegar aggravate my rash? See, it's going in my yes direction. So I can have lemons, but I can't have apple cider vinegar right now. And I can also have avocado oil. Thank God. So I can have a salad with avocado oil and lemons. So I'm okay with that. Yeah, this is so weird. I don't know what flipped the switch within my body to all of a sudden get extremely sensitive to so many foods almost overnight. But I'm working, I have products that, from a company that are the best things I found for gut health. So I'm going to really go hard on those. Continue. But I can also check supplements. So the naturopath gave me this quercetin, whatever. So I'm going to check these. I haven't checked these yet. So let's see what these say. Is quercetin going to aggravate my rash? Will this aggravate my rash? No. See, it's going in my no position. So that means these are safe to take. So this is so powerful. If you're wondering, geez, sometimes my gut hurts, or sometimes I get headaches, or sometimes this happens to me, and you think it might be related, or you get rashes or whatever, then try this method. Muscle test. It's more like, I use my pendulum. So many videos on YouTube to show you how to use a pendulum. Now remember, everybody's different. Everybody's different. Yours may rotate one way for a yes, another way for a no, things like that. But my pendulum, I've worked with it for so many years. I can ask it questions, and it is my inner knowing that answers. It's truly my inner knowing. Now, the thing is, if you want something to be a certain answer, so let's say if I was testing tempeh, and I'm like, oh God, I want to be able to eat tempeh. I want to be able, yes, 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 yes. So if I'm doing this and I'm saying yes over and over again in my head, the pendulum will follow a yes, most likely. So when you're about to ask your question, you got to come into like neutral, where it's like, think about something else, or look at something across the room and go, oh, look at that nice couch. Ask the question and then let the pendulum go, not you, because your energy can determine it, right? So the most important thing is don't put answers on your pendulum. And it does not work for predicting future, because it doesn't. It's not it doesn't predict someone else's behavior. Does this guy like me? Will he call me? No, that's not what it's going to do. It works on your inner knowing, your inner self, your guidance, your soul, right? That's what the pendulums work on. So they're going to be able to answer what you really feel inside. And I've used this for buying shoes, believe it or not, runners. I'm like, I can't make a decision which runners should I buy. And I would do it, and it would go yes on one of them and go, okay, that's what I'm going to buy. So I've used it for a lot of kind of crazy things, silly things. And now today for this, which is really huge. Now I'm going to try eating the foods that it says is safe for me and see if my rash flares up. And if it doesn't, then that's great. I tell you, it's hard because I don't want to ever take health for granted. And after not feeling so good for a while with these rashes and flare-ups, it really makes you realize how important health is, right? So important. Hello, everybody's dropped in. I think Laura's here. Watch from the beginning because I talked to you about the situation I've been going through and about using muscle testing or a pendulum to test what things may be sensitive to you or to get answers from your soul, from your inner guidance. And it's wonderful. Thank you so much. So this has helped me. It's, I'm not happy I have these sensitivities all at once, but I have to go. I mean, how I got into my healthy eating journey and healthy living and helping women with that was because of health issues, right? Many years ago. So something's just flaring up right now for a reason. And yeah, but we know, our body knows. Our body knows. So it's also so important to get in touch. I journal, like, and let my soul answer. It's really interesting to tap in and go, this is happening for me. There's a reason why I'm having this health issue. There's a reason why I'm having this thing. There's a reason why this is happening. My body, my soul is talking to me. It's giving me a message. Your soul gives you messages and talks to you through symptoms. That's the only way it has. It can't sit next to you and talk, right? So it needs to say, you know, like if you're not taking care of yourself, right? And people, you need to take time to rest. You need to take time to rest. You need to take time to rest. And you feel that inside you, but you're like, I can't. I got to keep going. Then all of a sudden one day you're super sick or you break a leg and you have to rest, right? So we know those things happen. That is your body's wisdom. So try a pendulum or try some different ways of muscle testing. It's a yes if it stays closed, and it's a no if it breaks. That's also you can find on YouTube. I'm still itchy, a little bit itchy with my rash, but so much better since I have tested what foods I can have and what I can't have. And I'm going to go super clean with my eating and diet for a while. And hopefully this clears. And hopefully it freaking never comes back. And I'm also going to do some major gut healing, because gut health is everything to do with how we process foods, our immune system, how we feel. And I get headaches. My gut has been sensitive since I was in my 20s. So I've always tried to find products. Now I found a really, really, really good company that has the best gut products I have ever found. They're in the States though. So for Canadians, you know what the US price is, but they're the best I've used. So if you're interested, if you have gut issues, you want to know more, let me know. All right, so much. Thank you for watching. Whoever's here, if that's still you, Laura. And I hope this helps someone. And I highly encourage you to listen to the wisdom of your body and find out various ways to do that, because you feel more empowered, right? We don't have to sit and feel frustrated and angry and alone and go from one doctor to another doctor, to another doctor, to another doctor, and never get any answers. Yes, like I said, I spent so much money at a naturopath the other day, you would not even believe. And I'm like, but I still have the rash. Like, so what the heck, right? Yes, that's good. Yes, the standing pendulum. Yep. Yeah, the standing pendulum. You can use your body as a pendulum. Stand up. You can hold. So if I'm in a store and I'm buying a supplement or something, or a food, I will stand up and I will hold it against my chest or in my hands like this, and just kind of clear my head, clear my mind, and ask, is this food okay for me? And if I go forward, it's a yes. If I go backwards, it's a no. Thanks, Laura. Yeah, that's a super easy way to do it. And I've done that with so many supplements and foods and stuff. I had just been forgetting to do it because I've been feeling great. But if you have any gut issues or anything, start doing it. All right, if you have any questions, let me know, okay? Because I'd love to help you out if you have anything like I'm experiencing. Okay, so much love to you. Bye.